What's up, everyone? Welcome back once again to your Heroclix headquarters. So today, we're going to do a quick little team build video featuring this guy right here, the Winter Soldier LE number 100 from the Avengers, Black Panther, and the Illuminati set. I was asked to do a team build featuring this guy after my top 5 Winter Soldier video, so if you guys want to check out that video, go ahead. But also, if you guys have any other ideas for team builds you'd like to see featuring one of your favorite characters or just teams in general, then feel free to let me know in the comments and I might do one. No promises, but I will try to do my best to do a few of those for you guys. Anyway, without further ado, let's get to the team build. Alright, so like I said, this is going to be a Winter Soldier team build featuring this guy right here, the number 100 from Avengers, Black Panther, Illuminati. Really love this Winter Soldier with the new rules, especially. He is just crazy now. So we'll take a look at what he can do. For starters, he's got improved targeting hindering terrain, which is amazing because he's got like 7 range. Then he also starts off with this trait that gives him close combat expert and super senses, but only succeeds on a 6. So close combat expert, of course, is great with the change to the new rules. And then he also has a special damage power that gives him range combat expert and range make up to 2 range attacks. So basically flurry from range is insane, and again that can see through hindering, so that's great. And he starts off with an 11 attack, 3 damage. Now with that damage power, his entire dial, and traded close combat expert, he literally just has a +1 attack and damage for his entire dial. So we're talking 12 attack, 4 damage with running shot, and he can shoot twice with that from 7 range that can see through hindering. And he doesn't need to push anymore, so really powerful for 70 points. And aside from that, you know, he's got toughness and super senses on a 6 to help keep him kind of safe. And he's got S.H.I.E.L.D. team ability and Hydra team ability, which works just like the police team ability. So if anybody adjacent to him is shooting somebody and he can see them, they get -1 to their defense, the person that they're shooting. And then S.H.I.E.L.D., of course, +1 to range for adjacent friendlies. And he will probably never use the power action to up the damage by 1 for him. But we have other characters that can do that with the S.H.I.E.L.D. team ability. It's really good. So yeah, with the change to the way that close combat expert and range combat expert work, the fact that he has both of them for his entire dial is nuts. The fact that he can shoot twice is nuts. Like, this guy got 1,000 times better with the new rules, and he was already really good. He's like super crazy for 70 points now. So I want to team him up with another good attacker, first of all. And I went with War Machine. So this is going to be a S.H.I.E.L.D. team. And now you could actually make this team a little bit crazier if you wanted to use Punisher War Machine. If you had him, you could do that. If you don't have this War Machine, I mean, you could also play the S.H.I.E.L.D. Iron Man. That's like 90 points. That's also from Avengers, Black Panther, Illuminati. But this guy is from Captain America and the Avengers. This is the super rare War Machine. He's got the Assembled Avengers trait, which we will have enough Avengers to pull off just barely. So basically, once per turn when he hits, if you have 3 or more Avengers on your team, you can roll on a 5 or a 6. You can either remove a token from him or give an action token to a hit character. If you have 6 or more Avengers, you can do both. But we just barely have 3 Avengers squeezed on this team, so he can do that. He also has improved targeting, can see through hindering, and can make ranged attacks while adjacent, so that's really awesome. Then his next trait here says that when War Machine hits after resolutions, you may give a hit character a target lock token, then remove all other target lock tokens. Free, make a ranged attack using War Machine's printed attack and damage values, but only to target the character with his target lock token. So yeah, basically he running shots, hits somebody, gives them a target lock, then he can free make a ranged attack against that character, which is awesome. He also has a special damage, the power that gives him perplex, but only to target himself, which is totally fine. Even if you can't perplex damage anymore, attack or defense or range or whatever is totally good. So 7 range double target, running shot, flight, 11 attack with penetrating blast, 18 invincible, and 4 damage with perplex for himself for a nice even 100 points. I love this War Machine. The reason I wanted to use him is because he kind of follows the same pattern of, you know, the Winter Soldier, where he can make 2 range attacks in a turn. And he's all the better now because Penetrating Blast, with the changes to Penetrating Blast, it's anytime he makes a range attack. So even though the target lock token has to attack with his printed attack and damage values, you still get to use Penetrating Blast now, which I think is just really good. Makes it so both of his attacks are penetrating, and I really like that so much so that I'm gonna add some Penetrating Blast to Winter Soldier. And to do that, first of all, we're going to play Steve Rogers from Captain America and the Avengers for 50 points. This guy's great. He can bring anybody onto the team that's 50 points or less and give them the Avengers or S.H.I.E.L.D. keywords. Here's a look at his card. He also has the Assembled Avengers trait that we just read with War Machine, so he can do that too. Living Legend is awesome. The first time each game he would be KO'd. Instead he isn't, and you put him on his last non-KO click, roll a d6, heal him half the result. Kind of gives him like 2 full lives there, because he only has, what, like 4 or 5 clicks of life? Yeah, so gives him a lot of extra life for only 50 points. And then this other trait, like I said, gives him traded leadership, and then during force construction you can choose a standard character of 50 points or less, and that character loses its printed keywords for the rest of the game, but gets either Avengers or S.H.I.E.L.D. keyword, which is really awesome. And then Sidestep, Combat Reflexes for the whole dial, starts with Perplex, goes to some Outwit, got S.H.I.E.L.D. team ability as well. Meant to mention that on War Machine, he also has S.H.I.E.L.D. team ability. So yeah, basically 50 points, he's got Leadership, Perplex, S.H.I.E.L.D. team ability, and he's going to bring in this guy onto our team, and that is Nathaniel Richards from the Future Foundation set. We're going to be playing him at his 40-point line. So here's a quick look at his card again. He's got this really cool trait, which is the main reason I wanted to use him. It says, free if Nathaniel Richards is holding or adjacent to an object, remove that object from the game. If you do, choose Nathaniel Richards or an adjacent friendly character and a standard attack power. The chosen character can use the chosen power until your next turn. So basically, we're going to be using him to burn through some just random light objects that we'll throw out. And give Penetrating Blast mainly to Winter Soldier is the plan there. He also has Phase Teleport and Passenger 2, which is really nice. And then Energy Shield Deflection and Toughness on his defense power. And then taking a look at his card, or his dial here. So he starts with the Phase Teleport, Passenger 2, Invulnerability, and Enhancement for 40 points, as well as an 11 attack. So he can actually make some attacks there as well, with a 6 range. And then he's got some good defense on the end there. He's got Empower, so he's going to be upping our damage the whole time. And yeah, he's just basically here to be carrying people around, enhancing damage, and giving mainly Penetrating Blast to Winter Soldier. But you can choose anything, any attack power for any of you know, your characters on your team. And we got 40 points left, so I'm also going to throw in Sharon Carter for 35 points. She's really, really good. Just another S.H.I.E.L.D. character. So we got lots of S.H.I.E.L.D. team ability to up everybody's range, and potentially take a power action to up anybody's damage if we really need to. But she starts with traded stealth and improved movement and targeting through hindering. So the movement doesn't really matter anymore, but the stealth and the improved targeting hindering is still a really great trait. She also has another trait, Leadership. If Sharon Carter is adjacent to a friendly character named Captain America or Steve Rogers, she and those characters increase the result of their d6 rolls for Leadership by +1, if not already modified by an effect with this name. So yeah, that's really cool. We do have Steve Rogers with traded Leadership. She has traded Leadership. As long as you keep those two together, they're going to get +1 to their rolls for Leadership, which is awesome. Then she has Perplex, and when Sharon Carter uses it to target another friendly character with a S.H.I.E.L.D. keyword, the chosen character can use Outwit until your next turn. So of course, if we just use the Perplex on anybody else on the team, they're going to get to have Outwit until the next turn. And with all this S.H.I.E.L.D. team ability and the fact that they already had 7 range to start with, there's look at her dial, Sidestep, ESC, starts with the Perplex power. Then gets Defend and Support at the end is pretty nice. S.H.I.E.L.D. team ability there. Yeah, so with all the S.H.I.E.L.D. team ability, and they're already having 7 ranges, we're basically going to be able to just bump them up to 10 range, the both of them, 10 range that can see through hindering is great. She can perplex one of them and give them outwit, which is just super powerful when we're talking about 10 range that can see through hindering. And then, yeah, enhancement for damage. Another perplex here, as long as you keep them adjacent. Just have him carry the both of them around and keep them adjacent so that they both get +1 to their leadership rolls. So we can keep taking tokens off of our main attackers here. And yeah, I mean, between the two of them, I think we got plenty of damage. These three can all make attacks for sure if they need to, especially with a little enhancement and perplex. But yeah, I mean, this dude's going to be perplexing his attack probably to 12. Enhancement from him for 5 penetrating damage, and then shooting again for 4 penetrating damage. There's not much that lives through that. And then if he burns an object to give him penetrating blast, it's the same thing. He shoots twice for 12 attack, 4 penetrating damage. Again, some more perplexes as necessary, or activate the shield team ability if you want to up his damage some more for the range attacks. So yeah, that's pretty much the strategy. Just tearing everything up with those two guys. And they're some good support figures. So there is 5 points left remaining on this team. It's 300 points. Modern Age, we're at 295 right now. So there's a lot of things you could do for 5 points. You could throw in a Mandarin ring. You could use the Doom Castle map bonus to give, you know, one of them rerolls of their leadership if you really, really want to get your leadership rolls off. And there's some other really cool objects you could play. I wouldn't recommend playing an object though, because I'd want more just standard objects for him to be able to give out attack powers as necessary. Maybe the WWE ring could be fun too. Lots of good stuff. Let me know what you guys would do to fill out those 5 points in the comments. And one other thing I will quickly mention too is that if you happen to have the Ultra Chase Peggy Carter, of course, throw her on the sideline. So with Steve Rogers, you know, once he would be KO'd the first time, Living Legends back up. Once he would be KO'd the second time, you can replace him with Peggy Carter off the sideline. And then you have just a whole nother attacker there as well, and she brings in a bystander token, which is really cool. So yeah, if you guys want to just jump this team up to a whole nother ridiculous level, like I said, swap him out with Punisher War Machine, put Peggy on the sideline for him, and it could get pretty nuts. Or if you don't have any of that cool stuff, just swap him out for, like I said, just the S.H.I.E.L.D. Iron Man for 90 points. He's a comment. He's got like hypersonic, 11 attack, 4 damage. He pretty much gets the job done. He might not be able to shoot twice or anything cool like that, but he's a perfectly solid secondary attacker to go with Winter Soldier, and you know, still gets all the bonuses of them. So that's definitely a way to make this a more budget-friendly build if you want to go that route. And then you have 15 points remaining at that point, so you could throw on some more cool stuff if you wanted to. Maybe just a S.H.I.E.L.D. generic guy or something, because I think there's 15 points S.H.I.E.L.D. generics. And that's pretty much going to do it for this team build. I hope you enjoy it.
Alright, and that's going to do it for this team build video. As always, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you smash that like button for me. I'd appreciate it. And of course, let me know in the comments what you guys think of this team. And like I said, if there's any other types of team build videos you'd like to see, let me know. But yeah, as always, don't forget to click that subscribe button so you don't miss any future videos. And if you'd like to see your name here in the credits with all of our other awesome Patreon supporters, make sure you check the links in the description for that. You can help us out there. And yeah, like I said, that's it for today. So thank you guys so much for watching. Again, until next time, this has been Heroclix Headquarters, signing off.